Hey everybody, this is Merrick coming at you not live with another figure review thing. I forgot what I call these things, to be honest with you, a lot. But either way, I am here today with one of my favorite Star Wars, well, battle droids, I should say. I almost said favorite droid. Everybody, at least at this point, knows that my favorite droid is the astromech. But these got to be one of my favorite well, I almost called these things astromechs. Jesus. Yeah, and I had a hectic couple days, so my brain is on a little bit of a like woo 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 like shoot fire type shit. So I thought a friend of mine sort of convinced me to, hey, why don't I try to record something on it? And I thought, hey, you know what? I wanted to talk about some of my favorite little droids that I have, and these two are it. So these are, according to lore, DS-D1 dwarf spider droids. So for those not in the loop, dwarf spider droids are a anti-infantry unit that was used by the Confederacy of Independent Systems, and luckily for us, Hasbro has made a couple of figures of them, at least in the past. No way in hell we're getting these things now. So just for sort of brief history, the original one is actually this one with the lighter color, and this one came out with Revenge of the Sith. The thing is, though, back when the 2008 Clone Wars movie and series came out, right? I swear I saw it in a store once. They did another one of these, but in a blue deco, and I've not been able to find an image of that since. It could be a Mandela effect. It could be misremembering, because I know that they released a lot of the older stuff in that toy line. I know we got some of the episode 1 mini rig kind of vehicles and whatnot, and those were common to sort of see in a lot of the older toy line stuff. But I just remember, be it a false memory or not, that they released this in blue, and I've not been able to find it online or anywhere since. It's probably a fucking fortune if it's real, and they're rare to come by. So, either way, what we got here is... honestly, these are kind of a bit of a derpy facsimile of the droids. And honestly, I wouldn't put it past somebody to mistake these maybe for a bootleg or a non-Hasbro product, to be fair. Because just look at it. This is not accurate to the droid at all, at least for the most part. The gun actually looks good. This one, as you can sort of see too, there's actually some design differences between the two. This one's got a more smoother gun, and this one's got a more rigid gun. And I think that is the case between the ones we see in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Here they go side by side. But yeah, despite looking very derpy and weird, it captures the look really well. They got the two eyes, they got the two tiny eyes, and yeah, in my opinion, they look really cool. And another sort of nice detail, they dinged up the head really well. It's very cool to sort of see, this is very nicely textured, oddly. And it's kind of nice to rub and whatnot. Feel little dings. I think are they different between the domes? No, the domes for the most part the same. It's just different paint and a different nose cannon. So I don't know if you could I don't know if this is picking up on camera, but as you could sort of see, they kind of wiggle around weirdly and whatnot, and you could sort of hear a little whir. So these guys are sort of classic little wind-up toys, believe it or not. So this had a walking function that doesn't really work no more. I have them both off screen real quick. I'm going to show that off, but it didn't work when I was testing it out, so I don't know. I don't know if the mechanism is not too good anymore, or if it's not. They work when they work like that. Look at them, they're coming. They're coming. This is really cool. It's really cool when it does manage to work, but as you can see, it doesn't work on the table anymore. It didn't even work on softer ground and whatnot. I put this on my couch and they wouldn't work, so I'm oh, this is kind of disappointing. What sucks even more is that you can sort of see too, they have a firing missile that doesn't auto fire when you do it. But on the Revenge of the Sith one, hold up, let me just yeah, the spring mechanism don't work. I don't know if it's related to like the gun or if like the springs got cheaper between like the 2003 release and I think this was 2006. But this guy actually works really good. I should have done like a size comparison. I don't have like a box to show off this time, but this is kind of, but these are still really like fun little toys. So hold on, let me show you this real quick. Like, I apologize for using Jar Jar as a test dummy a lot, but he's just the most available figure, and you know, he's a background element. Oh, no! Okay, he's not gonna stand up on his own. I guess the last missile hit and fucking broke his leg. I say that figuratively, but oh, no! The Confederacy of Independent Systems. Oh no! What the fuck did the droid say? Roger, Roger. Yay! Again, 3 for 3. Another successful missile launch on an old Star Wars thing. Again, I find it odd that like the older one still works, but the newer, in air quotes, doesn't work as well as the older one. I'll put Jar Jar off to the side near the fucking whatchamacallit, the Eggman sign that's off camera real quick. But yeah, no, like I find it a little odd that like he works better than this one. I don't know if it's like the gun mechanism or like something's not working right, but it's just like, you know, like woo 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 woo. It's kind of fun to do that though. And really too, when they actually I could have sworn I actually tested this. I could have sworn I tested them out and whatnot too. When they did work, it actually does look like the way they walk in episode 2. There's like a sort of brief scene where you see like one of them just like, you know, like the way it walks and whatnot. But it's not like perfect. It's just like, you know, like these things wiggle. It's not like the legs are super articulated. They make nice little like infantry pieces for like the front lines. And they scale well with clones. But I highly doubt you could sort of like have them sort of like either like hop on top of these things, like maybe, you know, stop motion. Maybe you could use like clay or something, or if you want to do like a display, you could do whatever the frick you want with them, to be honest with you. I've not even checked the price on these. I know I paid $5 for this, and I think I got this guy for $20 a long while back. But they actually work really nice. I do say, like, these are some of the better sort of like bigger mini rig type pieces, and I'm kind of sad that they never made any more of them past this, because these really do look good in like a Confederacy of Independent Systems setup. Like, they look unique, and funnily enough too, lore wise, I specifically though, I didn't buy this guy to be a part of my Confederacy shelf because I wanted to have it on display. The Confederacy stuff is in a closet, believe it or not, like a close and open cabinet closet. I put him with the Stormtroopers because in lore too, in pre-Disney lore, Stormtroopers in the Empire, they actually use these things as mechanical attack dogs, which is kind of neat. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, I like that concept. So oh yeah, you could sort of, even with the mechanism, they could sort of do that too. I also like the fact that they got like the little antenna. His is, hold on, I don't know if you can see, yeah, it kind of shows up on camera too. There's a little bit of red paint on the tip of that one, not so much on this one. But it's nice that they have the antenna. And they kind of remind me of walking bombs, which they actually are infamous for. They, in the Attack of the Clones video game on the PlayStation 2, or no, it's simply called the Clone Wars video game on the PS2, these things had self-destruct mechanisms if you got too close. And if you remember correctly, you throw your lightsaber to blow them up, and it takes out all the droids around them, which is kind of cool. So there's fun little gameplay elements. And hell, they were even an advanced variant was even a mini boss in Republic Commando. Then everybody knows that one versus this, sort of, I guess. But yeah, I like the fact that these sort of like, you know, stand up well with clones. They fit perfectly in like a little setup. And I like these droids. I don't know if they're worth the price now. Like, well, I mean, obviously a collector's going to collect no matter what. So get them at your own discretion, as I always say. If it makes you happy and you can afford the price for it, or if you don't want to pay the price, maybe you'll get lucky. You'll find this one like you'll find like one of them loose for like $5 somewhere. Because just look at them; they don't like. I feel like a lot of people would mistake these for not a Hasbro product, so maybe that's why like get it for like a cheaper price. It's like, nah, like this is actually pretty cool. But yeah, like I think I might have gotten him for 15. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I've had this one in the collection for a while, and I recently just got this guy as of like a year ago. So I'm happy to have him. I can't wait to sort of set up the Confederacy, like a true Confederacy shelf, and like have all my shit together because I'd like to pose these things with the whoop. I like to pose them is a strong word. I'd like to set them up with the whatchamacallit, a OG9 homing and or the Octupatara Tri-Droids. Speaking of that, I really got to get my hands on a smaller Octupatara droid, the anti-infantry ones that you see in Attack of the Clones too. Those would look good with these. A couple of them I need. I don't have a single one, but we'll get there. I don't want to talk about like collecting woes right now. I want to talk about how much I appreciate these little droids. Yeah, no, like I like them. I really do. I think that these are a nice addition to anybody's collection, and they're worth whatever you can find them for. To be honest with you, like they're dinky, they're cute, and they just look nice. They're nicely textured, nicely painted. This is of Hasbro quality that we don't see a lot nowadays. And hell, like we're probably never gonna get figures like these again. So hey, it is what it is. But I think for now, anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, as always, peace. Merrick out.